Libs of TikTok put it out. It says, parents beware, Sesame Street is grooming your kids. Sesame Street is grooming your kids. The show is aimed at toddlers, and what do they promote? COVID vaccines, BLM protests, transgender kids, Pride Month, LGBTQ propaganda, and grooming. This is what they're doing with this. Remember, Sesame Street, for those of you who don't know, was actually created as a Black Power show. The Black Panthers were prominently involved. Jim Henson wanted it to actually be a Black liberation, Black Power, Black communist show. Like, no shit. That's the truth. Look that up. Google that shit. That's how it was going to start, but people didn't like it because it was so it was so anti-white that they were like, no, this is we're not going to piss off the majority of America to promote your Black Power, revolutionary, communist, Black Power, Black Fist, Black Panther shit. No. So they changed it for just a show for everybody. That's why the cast was really diverse. We kids from the 1970s grew up with diverse cast of characters. We didn't feel racial hatred towards anybody. The Big Bird sung a song about, no matter what your language, no matter what your name, the things people say is all the same. Talked about how to say naughties for nose. They had all the different people in the neighborhood. Who are the people in your neighborhood? They had all this shit. It showed you that, it was like a little mini New York City that they pretty much, had recreated on the show. So why do we expect it to be any different when now it was woke when it first started, then went to mainstream normal. Now it's extreme woke. So they're talking about, protest is when you go out and burn and loot,
Disagree about something. They want to make others aware of the problem. Yeah, I'm bringing this sign to the protest at the community center later.
Love, justice, and peace. That sounds fine, but usually that sign says no justice, no peace. Usually that sign says, no border, no wall, no KKK at all. Usually the people that actually are putting this on, telling kids to do this, there's usually the people that are out there telling you that you need to burn everything down.
People are upset because racism is a huge problem in our country.
Oh, no. Yes, it is.
We all love and respect one another.
No, you're not. You are not going out in the street and saying love and respect. You're going out on the streets and you're burning, looting, robbing, raping, and killing. That's what you're doing. I mean, you're doing that. That's what's going on. Pay attention, and we are all paying attention. So here they're promoting it because, racism is a big problem, and I mostly see racism coming from the Black community towards the white community. And I see some white towards the Black community. I see some Black and white towards the Jews, and I see left and right towards the Jews too. I see it. They're not wrong.